In November, voters will decide whether to approve a constitutional amendment allowing for a property tax surcharge dedicated to school funding. KHON2 partnered with Common Cause Hawaii today to hear arguments from both sides, moderated by our own Gina Mangieri. She joins us now with a breakdown of today's forum. Gina?
Joe, the question on the general election ballot will ask, shall the legislature be authorized to establish, as provided by law, a surcharge on investment real property to be used to support public education? Taking part in today's forum, a panel of community leaders representing many sides of the issues. HSTA Teachers Union President Corey Rosenlee and Deborah Zisman from the Hawaii Children's Network in support. Colbert Matsumoto, representing the Affordable Hawaii Coalition. And Randy Roth, opposing the amendment. We asked about a dozen questions. One of them was, if this measure does pass, how can it be assured that the money raised would be added to the existing state budget amount for education and not just considered a substitute source to pay toward the current general fund amounts that schools get?
Well, that's a problem for people who would like this to be passed and would like the new tax to go to public education. There is absolutely nothing to prevent the legislature from reducing dollar for dollar what it would otherwise give to public education from the general fund by whatever amount of revenue the new tax might generate. And why wouldn't they do that? What happens on this ballot question isn't going to change their priorities. And if they think that their priorities are such that they're giving enough money to public education right now, $3 billion a year, 15th highest per pupil in the nation, if they think that's enough, why would they all of a sudden change their priorities? I'm pretty sure what would happen is that they would leave public education at approximately the level it is now, simply using more special funds but less general funds to accomplish it.
I've learned that life has no guarantees, but my organization would be in there lobbying and rallying to make sure that the enabling legislation does go to education, does fund priorities within the DOE to make sure that our kids have the education they deserve. We know, for example, the charter schools have been asking for additional resources for years now to make sure that our children are not having to learn under a tarp and using a porta potty. We have been asking for much deeper increased investment in our public preschool program. And for example, last year we were able to get an increase of 5 preschool classrooms. 5, that's it. So again, I think we would be in there saying this is what the money needs to be going for. It needs to be invested early, it needs to be invested in our infrastructure, and how to invest it best in our children.
Now, if you missed the forum or would like to see it again, it's posted in entirety on our website, khon2.com. Now, the Hawaii Supreme Court will hear oral arguments on the amendment on Thursday that could decide its fate before all votes are cast. All 4 counties asked the High Court to invalidate the question because they say its wording on the ballot is too vague. We'll let you know what happens. Joe?
Thanks, Gina.